Hey y'all, welcome back to another mobile mansion makeover episode. If you're new here, my name is Marina. My husband and I, we have 4 kiddos, and we recently bought a 1991 double wide in need of some TLC. The bones are great, the bones are good. Most of everything we've been doing is just cosmetically upgrading it some way, somehow, some shape or form. We are amateurs, so we're kind of winging it. Real talk, we're really winging it, but we're making it happen by some miracle. The first thing we did whenever we bought this double wide about 6 or 7 months ago was redo the porch, and that was out of necessity, and it was rushed. So I didn't really know what I wanted for out here, so I kind of just did the best that I could. But after living here for half a year and after experiencing the outdoors here, because we came from a concrete slab in a trailer park, we now know that we like to spend time outside, and we need an area to spend time outside as a family in. So we're building on top of the things that we've already done to this porch, because whenever we did it 6 months ago, we had to gut the entire thing and redo like the planks and everything. So we're building on top of it, and now we're here. We're just going to make it bigger and better. Y'all, welcome back to another video. We are working on something super exciting outside today, and you're going to hear my dogs, and you're going to hear my ducks. Blue jeans! Dagnabbit blue jeans! We're working on something super exciting around the double wide today, and I think I need to give you guys a little bit of context, and I apologize if I didn't explain well in the last makeover video. I think when I said that I was moving the fireplace, I think people just thought I just got bored and felt like moving it because Shane wanted it moved, and that was not the case at all. Okay, I had to take Blue Jeans inside because she was not going to let me get any bit of this out, and Moon Pie's about to follow in suit. So I can explain things, and I apologize if I ever don't explain things good. I didn't just move the fireplace because I felt like it. We were starting a project out here, and the project out here is permanent, so we had to put the fireplace where we knew we would want it forever, essentially. So when I found out that Shane didn't like it in this area, because we're starting on this project, this permanent project, I had no choice but to move it when I did. Was it ideal for me to come back out here and work on something I just worked on 7 months ago? No, it wasn't. But I needed to do it in order to get this project we're doing today done. So I think that's where people got mixed up, and it's probably my fault because I didn't explain it well enough. But it wasn't just because I felt like moving it and I was like, let's go back outside and move this thing we just built.
It was my fault.
I just, when Shane said that he made like a comment, it wasn't even like a let's move this now. It was just like,
Believe me,
I would really like to look out here and watch the kiddos and the dogs play. And I mentioned, I was like, well, is it the fireplace? And he's like, yeah, it kind of just obscures the view a little bit. And I can't have that because Shane works too dang hard to not be absolutely in love with what he creates. So obviously I wasn't like, let's move it now. I was like, do you feel like moving it? Like, you're the one going to be doing the hard labor here. Like, do you want to move it? And inevitably he said yes. So we didn't just get a wild hair, and I mean, we're not above that. We're definitely not above that, but we didn't just get a wild hair that day. I was like, let's move the whole daggone fireplace. The money that we lost doing the project was the money we already were anticipating to lose, and I mentioned that in that video that stone had to go at some point. So since we're doing a permanent project this weekend, it just made sense to move it now, because once this permanent project goes up, we can't just take it down and then move the fireplace later on in a few years.
Permanent project has to go down too.
If we did that, then the whole thing would have to come down, and that would be a waste of money and that amount of effort, like going like a fart in the wind. So that's why we moved the fireplace in the last video. I'm sorry if I confused anybody. I'm sorry if I didn't explain it well. Sometimes I have something in my brain and I think like I get it out there, but I don't really get it out there. It's still stuck in my brain, and I only get half of it out, and I don't mean to do that. All that being said, the fireplace is officially moved to where it is permanently, and it is time to get on with this weekend's project. It is springtime, and this is the perfect time to work on this area of the house, so we might as well get the daggone thing done. There's a bee. We want it done in time so that we can enjoy it and be outside and spend family time outside. So right now is the perfect time to do this. If we waited any later, it would be too hot, and if we waited any later, it would be too cold. So we're gonna get it done this weekend. No yes, no, or maybes. This weekend, it's gotta get done. We're gonna screen in the entire daggone porch. I'm jumping over and avoiding logs out here in the yard, because Blue Jeans likes to poop in a bilateral line. It's a bilateral line of thing. I don't know. First step was to find a screen door we can build around. We can build the frame around. The screen door is going to be the main part of this side of the porch, so everything else just works around that screen door. So we got a 32-inch screen door from Lowe's, an unfinished screen door. There was a 32-inch and a 36-inch, and we went with 32-inch because it was a little bit cheaper. However, we're in a double wide, and I can touch the ceiling here, and I am 5'1", 5'2" on a good day. So that tells you how low this ceiling comes right here. I've never touched a ceiling in my life, man. This feels quite nice. We had to modify this screen door that we got at Lowe's because it was too tall. So Shane just took the zips off. This is off. I don't know for life of me what it's called, but you can get these at Lowe's, and they're hand saws, and they're good about sawing random stuff. I don't know. Shane, professional. What is this? Oh, this is an ultra saw. A Dremel ultra saw. What kind of stuff is this saw?
Best thing that it's good for, I'll tell you what, is the 1-inch thick wood.
1-inch thick wood.
2x4s, it's not that it does a bad job. It's just that if you cut a 2x4, you're gonna have to cut it from the front and then from the back because the blade's not. It doesn't cut deep enough.
So Shane took that zippy zip saw, the ultra saw, and he sawed the bottom of it off, and it looks like nobody ever touched it. It's insane, actually. So I was like, heck yes, we made it to where we could fit it midway on this porch, which is something I was worried about because, let me tell you why. Let me show you.
Show 'em, Mama.
Okay, so you guys know these porch length steps were something I begged awesomely created for. And he made it happen, and we had no idea what we were doing, but he literally designed these steps the exact way that I want them. We've got the lights on them. They're the perfect size for Nanny's little foot because we measured Nanny's foot so that she could step on it and not feel like she was teetering and stuff. Perfect.
She also has room for her cane.
Shane made sure she had room for her cane and everything like that because if we weren't doing a ramp, then we wanted to make sure that it was still safe for Nanny. Nanny was the main point. So these steps are something that he created just for me on my behalf. So I didn't want to take them away, and I didn't want them to be for no purpose at all. So if we went with the regular size door without modifying it, we would have had to put it to the side over here, and it wouldn't have looked right. And then this side of the steps,
it would have looked weird.
Yeah, this side of the steps would have been going up to a wall. So we had to modify the door so we could put it center right here in the center of the steps, and kind of just have these ends of the steps as like decorative, you know. Put our rails right here, rails right there. I could do like potted plants on either side of the main steps right here. We could do like layered potted plants, things like that. So
I was thinking about getting
why,
some, Greek statues without the arms.
if you want Greek statues, you can have Greek statues.
I was kidding.
But I'd prefer.
You know, with
I
the
prefer
little
not.
the leaf.
No, not the little leaf. So that's why we modified the door, and that's why Shane ultimately decided to like zip it at the bottom so that I could have it centered and it would just look better. Because when we built this, we had no intention of screening the porch. That wasn't something we'd realized that we really would want later on because we didn't know what it felt like to really have land. We didn't know how much time we would spend out here. We didn't know how much time the kids would play out here. And so we thought we didn't, we wouldn't need a screened-in porch. We were just going to extend the deck on around the house. As we've lived here longer, and we spent time outside and family time outside with the kids, and we realized how much time all of our animals and us spend outside, we were like, okay, this needs to be screened in, A, because, bugs, but B, it'll be nice just to come out here and just chill under a covered porch in the rain if we want to come out here and have board games out on the screened in porch in the rain. There's so many things that we can do as a family out here, especially if it's screened in and stuff, and it just looks really good.
Also, blue jeans can't get in here.
That's another point I was going to make, is you guys know my porch stays perpetually muddy, and there are not many areas of the house that my dogs are not allowed in, but Blue Jay specifically, and I have to really pick at her because she's not allowed on this porch anymore because she is the main culprit of the mud. So she has everywhere else in the house.
Everywhere the light
touches. She has the couch. She has everything. But when she's outside, she is not allowed. She can go from the house directly to the porch.
This is the elephant graveyard.
but she cannot go from outside to the porch anymore. So that's another pro to having it screened off, is it's not going to stay muddy and dirty, and we're going to feel all right just sitting down on the porch and just chilling. We're not going to have to be like, oh, is my pants going to get muddy, or, you know, Nanny, the bottom of her little skirts, we don't want her little skirts to get muddy and stuff because they drag the ground. You know what I'm saying? So it was just better in every aspect, in every department, to screen this in. And honestly, the project was daunting to us, and the price was daunting to us until we started researching and we started budgeting it out, and we realized it's really not that daunting. It's going to be a little difficult because we've never done it before, but price-wise, it wasn't as expensive as I anticipated it to be. I thought it was going to be way more expensive.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got us a door.
Yesterday, or the day before yesterday, we measured out exactly where we were going to put the door, where it would be centered with these lights right here, the middle lights. So we're going off of this for the door measurement, and the frame for the door and the rest of the screened in side over here is going to be based off of this door. Shane bought a screen door kit to make it a lot easier for us. So those lights are coming down and they'll be placed in a different area. But we're going to have stud right here, right? And then
Right here.
stud right there, and then we're gonna have the top, the bottom, and the chair rail piece, that we can just, that way the chair rail piece, we have another post that we can secure the screening to, because we want it to be tight and taut. So the more posts we have to secure it to without it making it look cluttered, the more secure it'll be. How much was this screen door, do you remember?
Screen door,
$84,
I believe.
$84 he believes. Shane could have built this easily, but we're picking and choosing our battles this round because this is so new to us, and this whole project is kind of big, and you know, we're a little bit intimidated, but not really, because I have trust in Shane, but like, he's a little bit intimidated. He always is going into a project he's never done before. So to make it easier on him, we just went ahead and bought the door, so that would be one less thing he'd have to customize.
The other thing too is when you buy this size wood at Lowe's, a lot of times it's warped, and I need a perfect like square to work with.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. I've been ready.
You been ready?
You got a big old like moon pie hair on your butt.
A moon pie hair?
Yeah.
Am I recording?
Light color hairs. They're like the light brown.
Oh well, that's fine. I mean, I had dog hair in my house. Might as well have it on my butt.
Feel the.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking it was
This
gonna be
is going to be a
flimsier.
pain in the butt to paint though.
Yeah.
But it's nice and smooth. I don't know how I'm going to paint it.
We're gonna have to figure that out.
I'm not going to paint the back of it.
Sure.
I would like to, but the screen comes over here. I mean, I could, I guess.
I think all we need to
I
do
think I couldn't do this side though.
is we just need to take your edges real
Yeah,
good.
but look at this though.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Step one, we're gonna grab a piece of wood.
Shane, step one is building the frame.
Yeah.
Right? All
Which
right.
starts with grabbing a piece of wood.
Am I painting it before it goes up? Because I feel like if we're doing that, that's going to be a crap ton of time. Because, dang it, I said crap ton.
Let me get a jar.
No, listen. Because
You know, you put
you're
a
gonna
quarter
have
in it
to
every time you set
measure
strap.
it. You're gonna have to measure it. Then I'm gonna have to paint it, and then we're gonna have to wait for it to dry, and then you're gonna have to put it up.
Right. Well, I will say, paint it before we put the screen up.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. But like, should we just get it put together and then we go through and paint it? Is what I'm
We can
saying.
do that. I mean, are you doing anything to the color?
Yes.
Are you painting the
This
board?
is being washed down. This is, so that's what I can do. I can go through and I can paint the wooden frame today, and then I can go in and I can wash this porch and do what I'm doing to the base of the porch. Okay. Hopefully tonight we can finish the screen. If not, we can come back tomorrow and finish the screen.
Okay. We got to sand that off there too.
Don't move, Moon.
Where is it?
Her dog out. Look how good she's being.
Moon pie.
All right, let's build a frame. Let's Shane build a frame. Let me be very
Scenario one.
support. I'll be the narrator. Man, you're in the shot.
Of course I'm in the shot. I'm with my daddies.
You're in the shot, Moon. What did you just do? We didn't see it.
I drew a line.
I have to put this here. It has to go right
Moon pie.
here.
Out of the shot.
So to explain to everyone what we're doing, there's going to be a box here, like a normal frame, and it's going to end here so that when it goes right here, you're going to have like a little bit of kind of like a triangle area. Does that
Up
make
top,
sense?
because
Up
the
top.
roof is at an angle.
So to explain to everyone what we're doing, there's going to be a box here, like a normal frame, and it's going to end here so that when it goes right here, you're going to have like a little bit of kind of like a triangle area. Does that
Up
make
top,
sense?
because
Up
the
top.
roof is at an angle.
Yeah. One thing to worry about on that, Rena, is where you don't have a whole lot of room. It's going to be like right here. By the time you put that top layer, there's not going to be much room for screen. So should I just make it solid up there?
I wouldn't,
Well, the only reason,
but you know more than me.
well, see, it's like this. So the top of this is going to be like right here. And then by the time you put another 2-inch thick piece right here, there's nothing.
Right.
See what I'm saying? So I'm wondering,
But
should we do a design? Should we do a design where instead of the top of this being here, or being up here, maybe it comes down just a little bit right here? And that way
you're gonna have to duck.
Huh?
It can't be shorter than the door.
Well, no, the door won't be affected by that.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm talking about this screened in area right here. Make it a little bit lower, like a design choice.
And then you would do the same thing over
And
here.
I would do the same thing over there.
I mean,
And
I trust you. Go with it if that's what you feel like
let
doing.
me think, because I would hate to do it and then it ends up looking like poot. You don't want things looking like poot.
I'd rather have not things not smelling like a poot. Poot is invisible if we're getting technical about it.
I stand here, so as long as I'm still getting a visual, that's also, because you guys are shorter than me, so it doesn't really matter. You know what I'm saying? So, but I still want to be able to, like, when I come out here, I'm not going to have like a piece of wood right here at my face. So I'm thinking right here.
But also remember, there's going to be like a chair rail piece down here, lower.
In the middle.
So
Yeah.
so we don't want it to be too enclosed, because the whole point is that we can see out, right? Like the whole
Right.
point in doing this and moving the fireplace is so we can get a visual of the kids
Now,
playing and
is there up and,
grandkids in the future.
Remind me, is
and-
there up and down pieces below the chair rail, or is the chair rail just middle?
No, it's just middle. We're
Just
not
middle.
doing a
Okay.
banister like
Okay,
that.
that's good. Okay, so if that's the case, so we put like chair rail belt height and this right here. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then you make it even all the way around. I think that will be good. You good with that?
Yeah.
Because I don't want to get started and then you'd be like,
No, I don't like it.
I'm okay. As long as it's not like obscuring. Obscuring is the word
well,
today.
that's the main. That's the main.
Obscuring the Moon just got kicked out of the house. What were you doing in there, Moon?
Today.
What were you doing? What got you in trouble? That's
So
fine.
this is what I'm thinking is like here. See, it's not obscuring my view.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I just worry
If it's up there.
you're not. I mean, we can do it, but you're not going to have a screen right there.
Right. Okay, that's fine.
The other option is a simpler option to do a straight up box. And what I mean by that is instead of it doing that, we just do an angled top piece and then it's just one thing and you don't have anything obscuring your view. You don't have any wood right there. And the only wood that you'll see is your middle. That might be the better option.
Okay.
You cool with that?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, that's what we're doing then. Okay, so we got exactly 72 and a half. We need a 72 and a half. And, drum roll. I don't want to push up this, because when you push this up, it starts messing with your measurements. So 77. So 77 and 72 and a half. We're going to build this frame first. Then we're going to build this frame second. Okay?
Okay.
Then we're going to go on and figure out the door putting it on and everything like that. And then I'll have to build a small frame that will go above the door. Like a small little frame that covers that area. That
Okay, I get it, yeah.
And put right there. A header is what it's called.
We're going to use all the scrap pieces too, so this, Shane just said, can be used for our header.
And anything left after this project will be used to build a penthouse for Moon Pie.
No, we're doing custom furniture.
Penthouse for Moon Pie.
Yeah, I fixed my camera. It's not bright like we're in heaven anymore, Shane.
You don't want to be in heaven?
I do want to be in heaven. I just...
Want to be in the real one?
Okay, quit.
The imitation?
I was just fiddle farting around with the settings. I don't know. And I was like, man, if I fiddle fart enough, then maybe I'll figure out the brightness of it. And I did.
I would be up waiting for you if you had to leave. I would wait a lifetime if you were at sea. I just wanna say that I feel that our love is real. Maybe we should hurry up and seal the deal. Take you there. I would give it all away to do it all again. Make our love a story that would never end. Never thought I'd feel so alive.
Shane's going to be finished up working on these frames, and I'm going to go ahead and start getting everything off the porch so that I can scrub it down so I can prep it for what we're doing to it.
Oh, I just want to love you right. Oh, oh, love you till the end of time. I just want to hold you for forever. Every day you're making me better. Take you there. If I'm gonna love somebody, I just wanna love you. If I'm gonna love somebody, I just wanna love you. If I'm gonna love somebody, I just wanna love you. If I'm gonna love somebody, I just wanna love you. I just wanna love you right.
Well, we just got back from a 30-minute trip to a Lowe's near us trying to find 6 foot of these because our design that Shane designed out, which is a beautiful design, mind you, gorgeous design, but it doesn't work out with the height of these rows of screen. So on the internet, Shane said it said that they had 6 foot of these, and when we got there, they didn't have them. So now we've got to kind of rethink because no other Lowe's around us has it. That's why we had to go like 30 minutes out of our way to a neighboring county. We've got to kind of work. Colin's doing the genie of the ball right in front of me and it's distracting me. Kind of got to work with the design to fit the screen. So even though I love the way that it looks right now, oh my gosh, I'm so upset that we have to add more wood because look how open it looks. Okay, genie in a bottle. Well, obviously the door goes right there, but you see how open and beautiful it looks? It's not the end of the world if we have to put like one right here. I mean, I just, you know, I really like the way that this looks right here. But if it's necessary, it's necessary, and Shane's gonna make it look good either way. Colton is asking the question I know everybody's gonna ask. Ask it again.
Why did you make the stairs so big? Because there's no door. No, like this is gonna happen.
Okay, so So what I'm going to do about the stairs is we're going to do the railings on each side where the door is, and then railings on the ends. And we're kind of going to use the ends as like pretty floral pots and greenery and stuff like that. Not cluttered.
Some plants?
Yeah, you can plant some plants.
I'll plant some of those.
Tulips?
Yeah, I'm
Daddy hates tulips
Why?
because they grow everywhere.
Well, then put them in a pot.
So where we're at right now, like I said, I love how, oh my gosh, it's so gorgeous right now. Y'all open. If it just had that, like, it would be amazing. But we're going to have to figure out something else. Okay, so Shane gave me several options. I had the option of moving this chair rail up midways. I had the option of doing like another slant thing. I had the option of going up and down. Ultimately, I decided just to do another one like this right here. Another one right here, just straight, not at an angle like that one on the roof. And then it's going to be even with this side over here. And that way, this is the problem we're running into. Colt, come here and hold this camera, please. It won't reach the ceiling. See? And I have to have, right down here, I have to have a bar to attach this to, or it's just going to flop. So we've got to make sure a piece of wood is there so that we can attach this screen to the wood. These pillars that we wrapped the previous beams with, they go actually forward more than this middle one. And I didn't want to spend a lot of money to wrap this middle one. And I wanted, you know, I didn't want a big old beam or smack dab in the middle. So we're just leaving that one and adding a 2x3. Is it 2x3 or 2x4? 2x3. A 2x3 in front of it, just to make it flush with the pillar there. That way we're not having to build a big old pillar too smack dab in the middle, because we also got to put one here and we also got to put one there. But Shane's got that side of the frame done, so now we're working on this side of the frame. Next morning. So this is, I'll show you what we got of the frame done. So we had began washing down the porch, and then for the frame we've gotten this area done and then up into this area done. We did have to go back and get a few more pieces of 2x3s to finish this side out. So that's what we did last night, and then today we're going to finish off the frame, prayerfully get it painted and sanded, and then prayerfully get the screen up. I would love to get all that done today, actually. That's actually the goal. But we'll see how that pans out. Y'all know, the beginning of the day, there's always high hopes. There's always high hopes. You ready to knock this out today?
I don't want to knock it out. I want to build it.
I can't ever just get a, yeah, let's go.
If you want it, you can have it.
Let me know.
Past, and I did not know this. Still I'm thinking about our past. Now when you are gone, I can see all things so clear.
We just had a huge rainstorm come out of nowhere. And I had paint drying on the rail. Oh, what is getting soggy, man? Literally, Shane and I looked at the forecast and it was like, oh, it's gonna be beautiful. Looked at it this morning, it's gonna be beautiful. And then right when we felt the first sprinkle, we checked it again and it was like rain, 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 rain. Do y'all hear that? What? We're not stopping, we're just gonna keep going. All I can say is thank you, Jesus, that the porch is covered. Shane went ahead and put up the door here so that we can get a measurement. We gotta take it down so I can paint it whenever I paint the rest of this, whenever it stops raining. But he wanted to make sure that it fit and everything.
You're gonna pull it. It's a little tight because explain to him. So the kit that we bought.
That's really tight, Shane.
the kit that we bought doesn't have a latch. So until I can fix a latch, I wanted it to be able to shut and close. You see what I'm saying? You don't want it swinging and dinging and all that.
So Shane fixed it so that we could make sure that it opened and everything. And it would be snug, like a bug in a rug. Just not a bed bug. I could have sawed my foot off, man. Now on, Shane's trying to say something. Now on to this side of the frame. We're moving along.
You look back and I look back, we don't see the same thing. It's time that we just let it die.
Some of this wood is like really rough. Let me show you. So you know what I'm talking about. You see like right here, it's just rough cut and it doesn't look seamless. So I'm gonna go through and sand this so that I can paint it.
I just have to reach past the summit of the line. I can find a higher line over the clouds above, and I can find a higher ground. I just have to reach past the summit of the line to reach higher
You said it was the last time, but you keep coming back to tell me sorry that you take back all the things you said just to hurt me. Our love just went cold, but I'm still burning. Our love just went cold. Why? I keep on making the same mistake. I always let you back in when I begin to get myself together again. You are back once more, like everything's the same. I tried to build my walls up, but you're taking them down. It's tearing me apart, I can't pretend. Now I have to get over you again. You said it was the last time, but you keep coming back to show me sorry you have changed now. But it's the same old story. Our love just went cold, but I'm still burning. Our love just went cold. Why? I keep on making the same mistake. I always let you back in when I begin to get myself together again. You are back once more, like everything's the same. I tried to build my walls up, but you're taking them down. It's tearing me apart, I can't pretend. Now I have to get over you again. Have to get over you again. Have to get over you. I keep on making the same mistake. I always let you back in when I begin to get myself together again.
Oh my lantern. I just have the first coat on and I don't even have it all on. Look how pretty. Look. Oh, it is looking so good. Shane's gonna be working on sawing on the opposite side of the porch, so hopefully no sawdust gets around here where I'm painting. But what we did was we took off the hardware that we had put to kind of fit the door right here, and then Shane took off the screen that was on there so that I could paint behind it and we wouldn't have this like solid white around this wood tone, like, because the inside you can see through the back because it's on the back, so we wanted it to be white even, you know, on the back behind the screen. We didn't want it to be like two-tone. Do you need their hands? Anyways, why'd you do that? He's got it to where I can paint both the complete front and back so that even through the screen, the back of it will be white. I've had a roller for like decks and wood and porch rails and stuff, but it wasn't doing so good. So I hate painting with the paintbrush, but I will have to say I haven't been hating, knock on wood, I haven't been hating painting with one of these on this porch. It's kind of been therapeutic. I think it's because I'm so excited about this project. Like, this is every project that I work on, I say, oh, this is the best project ever. This is my favorite out of all of them. But like, I've really just been thoroughly enjoying like designing this one and working with Shane and making it like work with measurements and stuff. It's been fun, and they're all fun because I like what I do. Like, I love to redo areas in my home, not in other people's homes, but in my home I like to redo areas because I know what I like. So like, I always have fun when we do a makeover. Go ahead. It's just this one I've had extra fun, and usually like I dread the painting thing because I'm always the painter because Shane has the harder job, which is the builder. While I have the tedious job, it's the easier job out of the two, so like I'll take it. Lord knows I couldn't be the builder. But even though I am the painter, we placed these rough edges that you can see right here in the door window area. See that post, how it's rough on the back? We did that on the back for a reason, because it's where the screen's attached to. So trim on the inside will be placed there so you can't see it there. Because even sanding wasn't fixing that. I tried and tried and tried, and it was just eating away at the post. So I was like, okay, we're just going to leave this for the back, attach the screen, and then put trim on the inside of it to conceal it all. We're doing the trim with the finishing touches, and then we're also doing the caulk and the screw holes there, the outdoor exterior caulk. We're doing that during the finishing touches too. At this point in the process, though, we're still a long ways from doing that because I still have several coats of paint to do on the frame itself. I don't particularly like painting.
I hate painting.
Shane despises painting though, so.
With a passion.
With passion. You like the building part though, don't you?
Yeah, I enjoy it. I've been having fun building this.
There's something different about this out here.
Well,
I wonder what it is.
I just, when it's kind of more of a simplistic, like what we're talking about, like framing and stuff.
Yeah, you're good at framing.
I can excel at that. And I think that just pays off where I've seen like 1,000 frames in my lifetime.
Yeah.
So, my favorite frame being yours.
It just, don't even. It's like, feels different than other makeovers. I think it's because we've taken our time with it and we haven't like rushed it. Like, we wanted to get it done obviously like this weekend. We should have probably been rushing it because we're rushing the weather.
This weather's rushing us.
Also, knowing that this is a permanent thing and it's going to be up for a really long time, prayerfully. So, like, potentially our grandkids could see this. Is that not wild?
That's cool.
Like, potentially in the future, our grandkids could see this. And something about that, like, I don't know. It's very sombering, you know?
Sombering?
Yeah, sombering.
Well, that means sad.
I don't know. It's very, like, what if our grandkids see this? What if YouTube is still a thing when we have grandkids and they can go back and watch these videos of their grandparents trying to navigate parent life?
Well, by that point, Fearfully Created will probably be JC's baby.
Yeah. Fearfully Created will probably be left down to JJ.
It'll become a dynasty. It'll be to JJ and then to her
What if
son.
y'all get to, like, watch this? What if your grandkids watch this? That's wild. What if it's
by
like
that
a
point, they're like,
Laura
ew.
Ingalls thing?
By that point, ew, what's wood?
Because everything's metal.
We only use nanobots. I don't know what you're talking about.
Is that not wild, though, to think about, guys? Like, whenever you're doing a home makeover, and like a makeover, I call it makeover because I'm a YouTuber and that's just what, you know, the lingo. But whenever you're remodeling an area of your home, do you ever just think, like, if it's a permanent area, how my grandkids will walk up on this porch one day and be like, Mama, look at this trophy I won. Or something, you know?
Mom, they're talking about bones. What are those again? Oh, that's what we used to have in our bodies. Now we have fiberglass.
Why are you so about the future?
Because the future I predicted whenever I was an adult didn't happen. It has to happen at some point. The flying cars are on their way.
It's been raining in patches. I don't know if you guys can hear it right now, but the birds are chirping and the rain is coming down on the metal roof.
Ain't that kind of weird?
And the devil was beating his wife earlier because the sun was out, but it was raining. It was pouring rain. If you're wondering, like, oh snap, Merina, you're getting paint all over the porch. I'm doing this for a reason. You guys will see, like, it's not going to matter if I have paint on the porch.
Your conversation right now is really giving me Bob Ross vibes. You know how when he's painting, he'll first be, we're going to add some brush strokes here, and we're going to paint a happy little tree here. Then he'll be like, the other day I was on the highway and I stopped and came across a little squirrel. I had me a little bag of
you gotta think.
lunch there, and I threw a piece of cheese at him, and the little fella came up and he ate the cheese, and I just thought, life is beautiful.
Okay, so like I have friends, somebody mentioned in the last video, they're like, I love seeing you with friends. I don't think we've ever seen that before. That's because, like, I don't really show a lot of my personal life, like, hanging out with friends and stuff, because I'm kind of like a lifestyle, like, this is what my home life looks like kind of thing. So I do hang out with friends, but it's not very often. It's not very often at all. But even hanging out with friends, like, I still don't get that feeling I get when I hang out with you guys. And I think it's just because you guys have been here for so long. I mean, going on 4 years, some of you guys have been here. And I just feel comfortable talking to you guys because I've been doing this for 4 years. And it feels like we've just, like, been besties for 4 years. So it's easier for me to sit and just chill and talk to you guys than sometimes it is real life people, and that's probably a condition. I don't know what it's called, but it's probably a condition. But while I do have friends now and I'm meeting new people and stuff, there was a time where it was only you guys, Jesus, and Shane and the kids, and Binks Howard.
Good old Binks Howard.
And it was during that time that I found my people, which is you guys. And though I'm finding more people, and in life, in-person people, nobody compares to you guys. Because you guys have been here for so long. And you guys see the vulnerable parts of me. Like, somebody walks up to me, and I don't just, like, cry, bawling my eyes out about, like, my teeth falling out or something to them right then. But you guys get that version of me.
They're like, yay.
Yay. You guys get this not-slinging version of me because you're in the most vulnerable spot of my life, which is my home life. So it's a lot different. But I'm enjoying having both in-person and online friends, and I'm enjoying getting to know people because that's my favorite part. Like, I want to know, like, about what's your hobbies, what do you like? Like, I'm nosy like that. What's your favorite color? Like, all the mundane things people are like, that don't really matter. It does matter. It matters to me. That's looking really good. Thank you, baby.
It's going to be up here for the next 30 years.
He said, yeah, this is going to be up here for the next 30 years. I believe it will be. I trust him, and he worked his booty off on this. I think it'll be up for the next 30 years.
I can't pretend. Now I have to get over you again. Have to get over you again. Oh, how it burns. We barely started on every turn. Keep moving further, and all of my broken bones mend
lights, your love is on fire.
I got so much paint in my hair, it's not even funny. Shane's finished this side and this side of the frame. I'm working on paint, and I think I'm on the second coat on this one, second coat on that one, working on the first coat over there. All in all, I think I'll just have to do 3 coats because the second coat pretty much covered everything, but just for good measures, I'm using semi-gloss exterior white paint. So just for good measure, I'm going to go ahead and do 1 more coat. That way, everything's just, you know, seamless and pretty and stuff. We're going to put the screen on the inside of the porch. I know usually with ground level porches, you put the screen on the outside, and then with high-up porches, you put the screen on the inside. But preferably, for my preferences, I just would like the screen to be on the inside so that white really pops against the house. I'm loving the white frame. The kids are loving the white frame. They walked out here and Julie said, please tell me it's staying white. And I was like, you got it, baby. You got it. The porch is not going to stay the same. That's going to be a different color. But right now, we're just focusing on getting this frame built and painted and the netting on there. I've got to get this painted, all the coats painted tonight, and I'm losing sunlight, but I have to do it tonight because tomorrow is supposed to pour rain. So I got to get this done while it's dry, so that, because I can't be out here painting in the rain.
I've been dreaming so much lately about your face when you're smiling. It's the only thing that saves me. Hey, I don't know if I told you that I think you're beautiful, and how I can't wait to hold you. Yeah, you pull me up when I'm falling down, and I don't know what I would do without you. Yeah, you pull me up when I'm falling down. Hey, now look into my eyes. You can use them as a mirror, baby. You're my ticket to paradise. Hey, now everything's alright. We've been longing for each other, and it feels like I'm on cloud 9. I don't wanna be without you. This is something that I know for sure. It's just something about you. I just want more.
That is coming along so beautifully. It's so pretty. Like, man, it just makes the house like pop. That white playing against the white of the house, just boom. I need to get on here and actually paint the roof soon. I need to do that soon.
You're my ticket to paradise. Hey, now everything's alright. We've been longing for each other, and it feels.
They say rain makes corn. Rain is a good thing. That's kind of one of the things you gotta hype yourself up with. You gotta hype yourself up, because if not, you're just gonna cry. And that just adds more water to the earth. I'm doing my last coat on the door here, which isn't difficult because I can do this underneath the covering here. What's going to be difficult is trying to get the last coat on the outside of the porch with it raining. I'm going to try my darndest. I just hope that it doesn't mess up anything. The good thing is that the wind's not blowing really like a whole lot. It's cold, but it's not blowing, so it's not going to blow the rain onto the porch. So it's not directly getting onto anything, so that's a good thing. While this side of the door is drying, I'm going to make my way over here to the part of the porch that needs another coat on it, and then the unfinished portion of the porch that I haven't touched yet. But I swear something bit me on the butt cheek. And I covered up a spider with paint, so I'm afraid it was a spider. And I don't know if y'all remember the last rodeo I had with a spider. It beat me like 100 to 0, so I don't want to go down that road again. we went to go to Lowe's to get plastic because it was pouring rain. Y'all saw that, right? We got back home and it's quite nice out here. I've got the next coat on that portion. I do need Shane's help on the opposite side because I am sliding all over the mud. So on the opposite side I need his help. And then I need his help over here where it's really tall and on the opposite side of that.
I can't reach it.
But we need a boost. So
Yeah.
we need to get something done that is fun because I'm over the painting. My hand is going to permanently be doing this for the rest of my life. We're going to go ahead and get a screen on one side of this on one side of the porch. That way we can get a feel of what it's going to look like. So when we're doing these screens, we're just doing the staple method. It is very, 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 very cheaper than the...
It is very, 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 very
cheaper than
Jeepers,
the black
mister.
strip that you attach to the wood that you then put the screen in and use the pizza cutter roller. If you guys have never screened a porch, you probably don't know what I'm talking about, but you have two options. You have A, you can staple the screen, you know, make uniform staple lines down through there, or B, you can use these really neat like tracks and you kind of roll the screen into the track with the pizza cutter like thing and it seals it in there. That's the best option, hands down, but it is very, very costly. Like, if you've got a lot of black strips you need, which we do.
That's what I was about to say too, is like it's costly, but also this black strip's going to take away from...
Well, see, the thing about it is you can't just buy the black strips and leave it. You can, I mean, if you don't care what it looks like. Along with the black strips, you got to buy the black strips, you got to attach it to the wood, and then you got to buy a vinyl covering for the black strips so the black strips aren't visible. It's more money. You got to buy the black strips and you got to buy the vinyl that goes over the black strips as like a top layer so that it's like, you know, decorative. It looks uniform. You don't just have black strips everywhere. Definitely would suggest, if you have the funds, to do the other way. But you can do it this way and it can work out just fine. I've seen it done 1,000 times. Trust me, I've done my research on this. So if you're trying to do it a budget friendly way and save quite a bit of money, you can do it the way that we're doing it. And I mean, we might mess it up, but that's the good thing about you watching it before you do it. That's the good thing about you watching us before you do it. You get to like kind of see our mess ups and be like, yeah, that's worth it, or nope, ain't gonna touch that thing with a 10-foot pole. We're doing uniform staples because we may go back in and do flat trim to cover up the staples.
Mine seems to be where it needs to be. Does yours seem to be where it needs to be?
Yeah, that's what you would use in the black strips if you were gonna do it that way.
Yeah.
We're putting the screen back in the door, and this kind of gives you an idea about like what you would see if you were doing the track method I was talking about. You really just put it into a little track like this and then use this little pizza cutter thing and just kind of go over it like you see Shane doing it here and dig it into the groove, and that's what secures it to the door. It's really, really cool. It's a cool way of doing it. This is the screen we're going with. It's the blue at Lowe's and it's in the color charcoal. And it's, I think it's like fiberglass or, yeah, thin fiberglass mesh. But it's the extra clear one. It's crystal clear. They have like a little diagram at Lowe's where you can see through the screen that, like the screen options. This one was super clear. You could see like flowers through it and stuff. So I was like, that's what I want. It also does protect from bugs. It's wrinkle free, easy to install, ultra sheer screen for improved visibility. If it's 5 to 7 windows or 3 doors.
But I can love, and so I wear this smile fit for the place above. You know me, the truth gets heavier every night. I promise I'll be the one if you help me win this fight. Will you stay there with me? Will you stay with me in the dark? Will you stay with me in the dark?
This would have been easier if I had a larger than 4-foot roll of like continuous screen, but I got this at Lowe's and this is the biggest I could find in the crystal clear. So that's why we kind of had to get creative with the design and then creative with the amount of screen we bought too, because we had to kind of divide it in sections. The stapled areas are going to be covered with trim, so this is going to look really clean cut back here once we get this whole thing done. You won't be able to see the where the screen meets the wood or the staples or anything like that. Also, I know I'm going to get questions about why the door pushes in and doesn't open like out, and that's because we had Nanny on our minds whenever we put this door in this position, and I didn't want her to have to maneuver her cane around and, you know, kind of lean back on the steps because she's already, you know, like a little unstable. No, I didn't want her to lean back on the steps to try to open the door and her fall backwards or anything, so I made it to where you could push it in for her.
Did you ever stop and think, why spend too much time just getting ready?
We are done. Mainly Shayna's done.
You almost touched the
with the top. Did I really?
Yeah. You
With the top of the screen around the entire porch. So now we've got to do the bottom, and we're done with the screening part. We've still got to build the header. And then we still got to do the touch-ups outside, the caulking, the exterior caulking and stuff like that. But I just fed Shane fried taters to give him fuel, so he's ready to go.
Sleepy now. I think I'm gonna take some of this net and take it out there, make a hammock. Footage from you might get footage for America's Funniest Home Videos. I was picking the belly button. I was in here with them. That's a horse farm.
I don't know what I could say to convince you to hang around when you don't have to. There's so much that I'm still keeping to myself, 'cause you don't listen, babe. But still you got me missing you. When I see you, my heart starts racing, but I don't know if I like this chasing and playing and waiting around. It's a shame that my hands start shaking all of the time when you're around me. But this time, girl, I know what's bothering me. I need somebody to love. Oh, nah, 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 nah. Don't you see what's wrong with me? I need somebody to love. Oh, oh, nah, nah. God, I'm sick of this waiting. You got me going crazy tonight. So why?
Wow. That's a 10 out of 10.
I need somebody. Give me somebody to love.
We've still got to do all of the outside, like caulking, exterior work and everything. We've got a lot more to do on this thing, but this is how far we've gotten, and I'm so proud of it. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. I hope y'all have a blessed morning, evening, night, whatever it is, wherever you're at. Know that I love you, but Jesus loves you so much more. I will see y'all in the next one.